is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Lance going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple into the 38.
Throwing his lance on third down.
And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's getting the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play. They're on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Garabay's kick is good.
And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks at tables end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lance. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 15 carries, 57 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Lance. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away with Cornell. Nick Bosa is there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Well, we're coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, a quick throw, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Jake Bailey now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Shotgun now for Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll need need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
To throw, it's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
The Patriots had 7-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Brady now on first down.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
He connected on his first, this from 41.
Garibay's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, a heck of a move. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance on the option left. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To throw, it's Brady. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now Brady. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Garabay's kick is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Well, now how about this return?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first down, Lance.
And his throw here's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's Braden Mann now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a touchdown run. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Patriots, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Atlanta's going to throw.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Lance to throw it.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Brady to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Again, it's Brady.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
From the 24, Brady. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now Brady again. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Brady. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Lance now on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
The Sox closing in on the lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call it? Second and manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Brady, and this one complete to Smith.
2nd and 5.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Shotgun now for Brady. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brady's throw there complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Pick up there, 22. Going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught by Cohen.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Brady.
touchdown. Damian Harris, 31 yards. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The pass there, and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here's Lance.
He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, and he stopped it short of first.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Brady. And this is incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Lance now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, good move. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And Lance now to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the run challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On the give, this is Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on second down. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So Lance and the Niners down 24-21. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Lance. This is Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Lance looking to throw. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Lance back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's going to let it fly. And it
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people